Hello everyone, today we're going to be making a budget build for my second Braver. As you can see here, she's beautiful, but I don't want to spend that much Meseta on her, but I still want her to be able to breeze through all of the current content very easily. So first of all, I want to show you guys what my Braver is currently wearing. So I press F6 and you can see that she's wearing a Brissa back, a Brissa arms, as well as a Brissa leg. And if you look at the bottom right, you can see the augments. My augments are all default. So Mastery 3, Stamina 3, and Spirit 3 on all three pieces. But what we're going to be doing in today's video is a full makeover. We're ditching the Brissa set and we're upgrading to Saiki, and I'm going to do everything in under 6 million Meseta. So you can see here that I have limited myself to 6 million Meseta. That is my budget for all three pieces. That means I have a budget of 2 million per piece, and this includes buying the actual Saiki unit. But before we jump into that, if you're new to the channel, I upload PSO2 content daily. So if you play this game or if this guide helps you, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, the very first step is super simple. We're actually going to go buy our Saiki pieces. So we're going to go to the personal shop, we're going to search product. And we're simply going to type in Saiki, and you're going to see that there's the arms, the backs, and the legs, and we're going to buy one copy of each. So here, let's look up the arms piece. We're not going to have any criterias. We're just going to buy the cheapest one. So we can see here that the cheapest one has 3 augments, and we're going to buy that. So let's click on that. Saiki here, buy this. Yep. And send kudos, TYTY. Then we're going to buy the next Saiki piece, which is the back piece, I believe. Yep, this is the back piece. So what I want you guys to pay attention to is the number of augments. So this one has 3 augments and is only 50 Meseta more expensive. So I'm going to buy this one. And this is because we're going to need to upslot everything to 4 sockets. However, I'll go into more detail very shortly after we buy all our Saiki pieces. So we're going to buy this one right here. Boop. Yep. Send kudos, TYTY. And we're going to buy our last Saiki piece, which is this one right here. And the cheapest one is 6,300. This one's 1 socket. Nah, we're just going to buy the one with 0. This one's probably easier to deal with. And send kudos, TYTY. Alright, now that we have all 3 pieces of our Saiki set, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be upslotting them all into 4 sockets or 4 augments. The reason for that is because our final product is going to have 4 specific augments. I'm going to show you what they are on my second monitor. And right here on my second monitor, you guys can see exactly what stats I'm aiming for. I want to have Might 3, Stamina 3, Alisti Soul, as well as Might Boost. So if we go to details, that'll give us 80 melee power, 85 HP, and 3 PP. However, let's say that you don't need melee damage and you want range damage. It's the same thing. All you're switching out is Might 3 for Precision 3. And instead of using the Affix Augment Melee, you're going to be using the Affix Augment Ranged to get Precision Boost. So we can see here in details that you will have plus 80 range power, plus 85 HP, and plus 3 PP. And again, if you're a caster, then all you're going to be doing is exchanging that casting 3 in here, and so you'll have casting 3, stamina 3, Alisti Soul, and casting boost by using the Affix Augment Casting. And again, if we go to details, you'll have 80 tech power, 85 HP, and 3 PP. So at the time of the recording, which is currently the 22nd of September, all of this, in order to make your final product, will cost around 1.6 million. And I'm going to be showing that live on my main monitor, as well as walk you through each step. So if you're a little bit confused, don't worry, just keep watching, I'll explain everything. Alright, so you've completed the first step. We have bought our Saiki pieces. So the next step is to upslot them all into 4 sockets. So we're going to be doing that. So first of all, we're going to head back to the shopping plaza so that we can do so. Alright, once you're in the shopping plaza, first of all, I want you to make sure that you have the augmentation aid 30%. So you want to climb up here, come up here to the X Cube Exchanger. So you're going to talk to the X Cube Exchanger, open up her shop, scroll to the very bottom, and right here there is an augmentation aid 30%. It will cost you 20 X cubes. Make sure you have a couple of these. I personally am going to be buying 10 of them, but you don't need 10. You need at most 6, okay? So you're going to buy 10 of these, or in your case you might need to buy 6 if you don't have that many X cubes as I do. Then we're going to come back down to Monica. We're going to go to open storage, retrieve item, and go to your units and then all storage. So over here, you'll notice that I have a bunch of different units stored up. And the reason for that is because we're going to be using these units in order to upslot. Now, if you don't have any fodder units that you can just feed and throw away in order to upslot, it's perfectly fine. You can still come to the player shop and buy the items that you need. So what you want to look at is the number of sockets your armor has. So you can see that this Saiki piece has 3 augments, right? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go to the personal shop and we're going to go to product search, and we're just going to search for units and with 3 augments, and we're just going to do search. And right here you can see there are 2 pieces at 5,000 Meseta, and we're going to buy both of these. Oh, someone already bought that one. That's fine. We're just going to refresh and we're going to buy this one instead. So we're going to click on that, 5,000. We're going to buy this right here. Yep. And send kudos, TYTY. So that would be 1 piece, and we need to buy another piece. So let's buy this one as well. So boom, we buy this one. Yes. And send kudos, TYTY, and voila. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna run over to Monica. So I highly recommend that you lock your Saiki pieces before you start doing anything, okay? So I'm gonna lock that, I'm gonna lock that, I'm gonna lock that. All right, so we talked to Monica. We're gonna go to Affix Augment, and we're gonna throw in our Saiki back piece with 3 affixes, right? So I'm gonna go yes, and we're gonna throw the other 2 random pieces in here, and we're gonna do confirm. Then we're just going to pick any random 400% ones, right? So I've got might 1, precision, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, but you're going to notice that it goes down to 70%. So we're going to do start affix augment, and we're going to throw in an augmentation a 30% in order to boost it up to 100%. And you're going to click yes. And voila. So now you can see that the Saiki back piece now has 4 augments. And then we're going to do the same thing with both pieces, okay? So I will show you this piece because a lot of people don't know how to upslot from 0. We're going to find our unit, which has 0 affixes right here, the Saiki. We're going to click on that, click yes, and we're going to put in the ones with 1 affix, right? So if we put only 1 piece and you click yes, you're going to notice that it's 100%, even though you're upslotting it. So you only need 1 piece, all right? So you're going to do start affix, and you don't need to do anything. You're just going to click yes, and voila. You know, 100%. It's now got 1 augment on it. Then we're going to click on that again. We're going to click on this one for 1 augment, and this one 1 augment. Boom, it goes down to 90%. However, if you're doing this as this video goes live, this will be 100%. The reason is because you have the 10% augmentation boost for the entire week. So you will get an additional 10. However, for me, unfortunately, I'm doing this a day before because I wanted to get this video out to you guys. So I will just have to gamble at the 90%. And voila, I'm lucky I passed. Next up is 2 affixes to 3 affixes. Again, we just throw in 2 of them with like that. Throw in the random ones, bam. This is gonna have an 85% success chance. Put in 10%. So it says 95% for me. I failed apparently, so I'm gonna have to try that again. However, in your case, you will not have any of these problems, mainly because you're getting that 10% extra boost. So it's gonna be a 100% chance of success rate. You can see here that I finally got back to 3 affixes again, and I can throw in this one and this one in order to get to my 4 affix. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to see here that's going to be 70%, and this is when we're going to use our 30% one again. However, in your case, it won't be 70%, it's going to be 80%. So if you do have a 20% booster, use that. However, in my case, I don't have any 20%, I only have a 30%. So even if it is 80%, I'll still be using 30 in order to hit 100% because I don't want to gamble. And voila. You can see that this is now 4 augments as well. And now we're going to do the last piece right here. So now we're actually going to be changing the augments because you don't actually want these random augments and these like pitiful stats over here, and you actually want something good. And this is when we go off to the player market in order to buy everything that we need. So again, we're going to be jumping over to my second monitor over here in order to see our shopping list. So for each fodder means each piece of armor or each unit. So you can see that I'm looking for 4 augment armor with might 3, a 4 augment armor with stamina 3, a 4 augment armor with Escarde soul, and a 4 augment armor with the Shrider soul. So this Shrider soul over here, you have a lot of options to replace this. And I'm gonna just type soul right here, and you're gonna look over here. You see all these blue colored souls over here? You can look through any one of these and replace your Shrider soul with any of the blue colored ones. So you can use the Gunne soul, the Jigmaw soul, Vol soul, Quartz soul, Fang soul, Nep Soul, all of these different souls over here, all right? So what you're going to be doing for this specific fodder is you're going to be searching each of these blue souls and seeing which one is the cheapest with 4 augments, because all you care about is just having a blue soul. Because remember, when a blue soul is combined with a green soul, you will automatically unlock the D souls. So there's Acto D Soul, Tier D Soul, Magi D Soul, as well as Alice D Soul, all right? So all you care about is buying the cheapest blue soul over here and buying the cheapest green soul. And the cheapest green soul is the Escarde soul. I've checked all of them. This one is clearly the cheapest by far. However, if you want to be extra careful, or if you're just really broke and you don't have that much Meseta, then just double check it just to be safe. But I'm 90% sure Escarde soul is going to be the cheapest. So now we're going to jump over to my main monitor, and I'm just going to be buying each of these pieces. So we're going to be buying 4 separate fodders. All right, so we're back, and we're going to be buying the Might 3 piece first. So right here, go to personal shop, product search, and we're going to do units. And right here, number of augments, we're going to do 4. Then right here, we're going to type in Might 3. Right here, Might 3, and search by price. So yes, it is a little bit expensive. However, it's fine. We're going to need to buy it anyway. So right here, yep, this unit. So we send kudos, TY. Now we're searching up a unit with 4, and we're searching up stamina 3. This one's going to be a lot cheaper. Boom, 18,000. We're going to buy this one. And then we buy the Escarde Soul. This one is the cheapest as well. You can see right here, 10,000. And last but not least, we're going to browse through every single blue soul to find the cheapest one. And I'm going to walk you through it, all right? So Gunne Soul is the first one. So do Gunne Soul, 4 augments, any unit, search by price. 725,000, okay? Remember that number, 725. So next one is the Jigmol Soul. Jigmol Soul here, search. 694, okay? 694 is cheaper, so remember 694. Then we do the Vol Soul, search by price. Nope, this one's more expensive. Still 697 was the cheapest. Then got Fang Soul. This one's 682, okay? 682 is the cheapest, remember, 682. The next one is the Nep Soul. Nope, still more expensive. 682 is the cheapest so far. Then we're going to do the Snow Soul. This one's expensive, I know by a fact. 9, screw that. So next one is the X Soul. X Soul 700, still too expensive. Then we do Vader Soul. Okay, Vader, apparently the market is just broken. I can't find Vader Soul. Vader Soul. Yep, okay, sometimes the market breaks like this and you can't find a certain soul, but whatever, we have plenty of choices. Now we go the Shrider Soul, which was the one that we were looking at earlier, and this is 630, so this one's the cheapest I believe right now, 630. And then we've got the Meduna Soul. Meduna Soul's 900, nope. Then we have the Ringa Soul. I believe this was a little bit cheaper also. 630, same price as the Shrider Soul. And last one, we have the Bar Soul. Let's check out Bar Soul. Is it 630? Nope. All right, so the cheapest one that we could find was the Ringa Soul as well as the Shrider Soul, both at 630. So we're gonna buy that. All right, we're gonna click on this. We're gonna find it right here, Ringa Soul 630, and we're gonna buy it. Yep. Boom, send kudos, TY. So you can see here, my budget, I am well within budget. I'm still within my 2 million budget per piece. And don't forget, I already included the cost of me buying my 3 Saiki pieces and upslotting them. So if you just followed everything I did in this video step by step, you should be able to do it within 2 million plus or minus a couple 100,000, okay? Because obviously the market's gonna fluctuate and blah, 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 all right? There's my disclaimer. And now we come back to Monica, and before we smash everything together, we need to go to our storage. So we open storage over here, and we're going to receive item and go to our miscellaneous tab right here. And you're going to be looking for this specific item called the Affix Augment Melee. However, if you're a range class, you're going to be looking for Affix Augment Range. If you're a caster, it's going to be called Affix Augment Cast or something. But you're basically going to be looking for this specific item. And where do you get this? You get this through the mission pass. So we're going to close all this. We're going to open up our mission pass right here. So hopefully you guys have been doing your mission pass and also have purchased the gold ticket. Now, if you have not purchased the gold ticket, it does cost 200 star gems, but you get all your star gems back for completing the mission pass. But what you want to look at is back here on tier 33, you get to pick whether you want to affix augment melee, range, or technique. You get this for free as long as you've unlocked the gold mission pass. And to unlock the gold mission pass, you simply come to your push card over here, you go to SG shop, and you go to buy and store, and right here, mission pass gold ticket. Again, as I said before, it will cost you 200 SG. However, you do get this 200 SG back for completing the mission pass, okay? So now back to the mission pass. Let's say you've unlocked tier 33 already, but you were not a gold member. The moment you activate the gold ticket, you'll be able to redeem everything down here. So all these costumes, everything, okay? So it's very, very important that you do so because it is pretty much free. But for whatever reason, let's say you don't have 200 star gems because you spent it all on the Mother Scratch ticket, then it's perfectly fine. You can look up these items on the market. It's not that expensive. Let me show you. Personal shop, product search, and you're just going to type in melee. And right here is going to be affix augment melee. And you search by price, and right here costs 100,000 Meseta. All right. But I highly recommend you guys to get it through the mission pass because you get a lot of cosmetics, you get a lot of free stuff, and you get your star gems back. So, I mean, it's like a no-brainer, right? Alright, now's the time that you've all been waiting for, smashing everything together. So we're going to go to the Affix Augment. Right here, we're going to select our Saiki back piece, say yes, and we're going to smash everything together. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, and say confirm. Right here, we're going to be using the Affix Augment Melee so that we get the Might Boost. As you can see right here, Might Boost 100%. Then what we're going to be throwing in is we're going to be throwing in Might 3 because we wanted that. We want Stamina 3 because we wanted that. Then down here, we can select our soul. You can select either Acto di Sol, Tier di Sol, Magi di Sol, or Alice di Sol. So depending on what you personally want, let's say you don't care about HP, you just want more damage. Then you can pick Acto di Sol for more melee damage, Tier di Sol for more range damage, and Magi di Sol for more technique damage. However, I personally will be picking Alice di Sol down here, which gives me 25 melee damage, 25 range damage, 25 tech damage, 35 HP, and 3 PP. The reason for this is because it's the most balanced one, and I also want that extra HP. So I'm going to be picking that. All right. Then you can see here that Might Boost is 100%. So again, depending on what booster you're using, it might not be called Might Boost. You might have the Range Boost or the Tech Boost or whatever. So, you know, pick whatever you prefer. You can even increase your PP or your HP if you want to do that. So you're going to have that at 100%. You're going to have Might 3, Stamina 3, and Alice di Sol. But these stats will be increased by 10% because again, I'm recording this a day before the Augmentation Week bonus, so I don't get those benefits. But Might 3 will be 70% for you, the Stamina 3 will be 90% for you, and Alice di Sol will be 80% for you. You're going to do Start Affix, and you're going to throw in an Augmentation a 30%, and this will be 100% because you get that extra 10% from the Augmentation Week bonus, and everything will be Gucci. However, in my case, because I'm doing this earlier, because I want you guys to get this video like on the day, I unfortunately have to use a 40%, but I'm going to click yes, and boom, voila. You see, everything is complete. I've got Might Boost, Might 3, Stamina 3, Alice di Sol. And you can see right here, when I go to the stats, it gives me 80 melee power, 25 range, 25 tech, 85 HP, and 3 PP. And now I'm going to do the same thing on every single piece, and now I'm going to put it on and show you guys my stats. So with the power of editing, we can jump cut straight to the end. However, I'm going to have to slave away and do all this crap now. Okay, so we'll be right back. And voila, here are my full Saiki set. Everything is fully affixed, and these are my stats over here. And you can see that I still have 300,000 Meseta left over. I actually cheated a little bit. I didn't have enough Meseta. I was technically 200,000 Meseta short. So technically, to do everything, I did have to spend 6.2 million Meseta. Okay, just to get that out of the way. 6 million Meseta just wasn't enough because I didn't take into account the doo-doo fees or the Monica fees because of upslotting fees as well as combining everything together. It did catch me off guard. However, However, I was pretty dang close, you know, 6 mil, 6.2 mil, close enough, right? Please forgive me, I'm sorry. So 6.2 mil was the exact cost for me to make everything over here. Now, I'm sure a ton of you guys may be curious to compare with the Brissa set, and you can see right here that I'm gaining 45 HP, I gain 19 PP, I gain 125 melee power, 70 range power, 70 tech power, and 65 dex from just the back piece itself. If we look here, again, the same thing because they give the exact same stats, and again right here. However, I am sacrificing certain stats like a ton of melee defense, a ton of range defense, and a ton of tech defense. However, that's okay. Why do I say that? And that's because the Saiki set over here is not enhanced. You can see the Brissa set is plus 10. You can see the Saiki is plus 0. So when I do get this to plus 10, it will be a little bit more defensive. Now, I know a lot of you guys may be asking me, Kero, why did you choose to use the Saiki set and not the Brissa set? And the reason why I went with this Saiki set is because the Saiki set, with the coming patch at the end of the month, you will be able to enhance specific stats on the Saiki set. You'll be able to enhance your HP or your PP. So over here you can see that my PP is currently 163, which is like, it's decent, but it's not amazing. However, with the patch coming out at the end of the month, you will be able to increase your PP stat significantly. But let's say you want to go the more defensive route, then you can increase your HP. You can see my HP right here is 1270, and you can increase that instead to like 1400, and then you'll be super tanky and never die, basically. All right, so that is the reason why I went with the Saiki set. Now, of course, if you have a Sakura unit sitting around, or if you have the white teal set, which you get from unlocking 500 titles, you know, by all means, use better units if you have better units. But if you don't have any units, then please use the Saiki set. It's a very, very strong set to use. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Hopefully this makes up for yesterday's video. I know I wasn't feeling very well in yesterday's video. That's why it was really short. I realized that it was because I was dehydrated. I didn't drink like any water, and I was eating like, you know, sodium infused hamburgers. So I was very, very dehydrated and had this killer headache. And that was why yesterday's video was super, super short, just because I just wasn't feeling so well. But hopefully today's video makes up for all of that. Anyway, if the video was helpful, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. Can I say except you're welcome?